What's happening, YouTube? We ain't gonna waste no time with it. You see the jacket. Y'all know when I put these on, I'm about to get serious. We're about to get into this duck with this blueberry wine reduction. We're about to knock your socks off. I don't even need to talk no more. Let's cook. Okay, YouTube, let's go ahead and get into this duck breast. So first, let me preference everything by saying I went into the fresh market and they had these Peking duck breasts. Peking duck is basically the white duck with the orange or yellow. Is it orange or yellow bill? Those are Peking ducks. They originated from China. When they came from China, they started in Long Island or something like that. But Peking duck is basically the white duck with the orange or yellow bill. If you call it orange, I'm cool. If you call it yellow, I'm cool. So basically, I have two here. One is 0.74 pounds. The other one is 0.78 pounds. So basically $9.35, $8.87. That's a deal. That is a deal, because if you go into Publix and buy the duck breasts, they are way smaller than that, and they cost about $10, maybe $11 in Publix. But these are massive duck breasts. So I just wanted to show you that, again, fresh market. They really have some good deals in the fresh market. Don't think that there's some bougie store that you can't afford, because they have some good deals. They are expensive in some areas, but whatever. So to do the duck breast, the first thing you want to do is you want to turn it over and you want to score the skin. Now, why do you score the skin? There is a fish that you have to score as well, and that is the snapper. And the reason why you do that is because it will fold up, and what's folded up won't get cooked. So in order to stop it from folding up, you basically score the skin. And basically scoring the skin is, you don't want to get too deep into the breast. But what you want to do is you want to put some lines in the skin so that it doesn't buckle and everything is pretty much cooked evenly. Okay. So after you do that, you'll turn it around and then you'll just season it. So all I'm going to do is season it with some salt and pepper. That's it. Okay. So just regular sea salt. Nothing fancy with this duck. Let me tell you something. This duck has a lot of fat, and so it's going to create a lot of good flavor for you. So I kind of got my grate to where it's a little chunky. It's not, as, let me open it up a little bit more. It's not as fine as it usually is. Okay, so this side is seasoned. So I'm going to turn it over and then just season the other side, because the skin side is the one that's going to go down first. Okay, so just make sure that you season the skin side just as good as you did the other side. Okay, so both sides are seasoned. I'm going to go ahead, get the pan ready so we can start the process. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this process started. So here is the trick to making a good duck breast. First, you want to start with a cold pan. I have not turned it on yet. So duck has a lot of fat in it. In fact, you can find premium duck fat on the shelves at Walmart. So when you cook duck breast like this, you're going to create a lot of duck fat. I keep this frozen. Once I use it, I freeze it, so I don't want it to go bad. But I'm going to create my own duck fat with this, and we'll see that process as well. So once again, you want to start with a cold pan. You want to get your duck breast and basically lay it skin down. And once you have it skinned down, you want to go ahead and just turn it on. Turn it on a medium low. And of course, this is a gas burner. It's going to cook a little bit different from yours. So let's just look at it real quick. So this is probably a medium low, and you want to just start there. And once you start there, it's going to crisp up and it's going to render the fat into the meat, which is going to create a bunch of flavor. If you turn this up too high, the fat is just going to continue to be there. It's not going to have time to win. It's almost like barbecuing. When you barbecue low and slow, the fat renders into the meat and it just disappears and just produces so much flavor. The same thing with a duck breast. Cook it slow, cook it low, and you won't have to worry about eating fat. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let this cook, and this is going to take some time, folks. This will take some time. So the pan has to get hot. The duck breast has to start cooking. It has to start caramelizing on the skin to get it crispy. Then once that happens, you turn it over, still on medium low, and you continue to cook it. So what I will do is I will time it, and I will let you know exactly how long it took. Now I'm going to transfer this to my electric stove. This is just for YouTube purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer it to an electric stove, and I'll let you know exactly how long it took. Okay. All right, YouTube. So it's been 25 minutes. I've had this on medium low, and this is why we don't add oil. And this is why we start cooking duck in a cold pan. Look how much oil came off of this duck. We didn't add any oil, no butter, anything. But we cooked it slow and low. And so this, I'm going to keep this. I'm actually going to put this in the container with the other duck fat that I have, because that is some premium stuff right there. So it's been about 25 minutes on medium low. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start turning it over. So let's see what the bottom looks like. Oh, that is what you want right there. That is the color and the consistency and the texture that you want. Oh, yes, that is perfect. So when you score these, everything lays flat. It doesn't buck on you, and you get that nice golden brown color. So we're going to keep it at this temperature until it cooks, and the fat that's on the bottom is going to cook through on this at that low temperature as well. We don't want to cook this well done or medium well. We want a nice medium rare, or maybe even a medium on this duck. All right, so we'll start the time back over again, and what we will do is let you know how much time passed on the other side. Okay, so on the opposite side, it's been about 10 minutes. I don't want to cook this well done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this from the heat. skin side up. And then I'm going to save all of this because I'm going to cook a delicious blueberry wine reduction sauce for the duck. So we'll be back with that momentarily. All right, so I'm going to do this in a reverse way. Now I'm supposed to put the blueberries in first, but since I have all this char on the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and put this wine in so I can get this done. So let's get all this good seasoning off the bottom of it. And then we'll go ahead and add the blueberries. And we're going to let these bad boys cook and burst open. We'll add a little bit more wine. I'll open up another bottle. I'm going to add a little bit more of this in here because I have a lot of duck that I'm cooking. And we'll just let this reduce. All right, YouTube. So the sauce has reduced down to a comfortable level for me. I got the blueberries in there, got the wine. I added a little bit of sugar to it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch. Just a little bit. And this is going to thicken it up for me a little bit more than it already is. So now I'll go ahead and turn this off. And this sauce is done. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some butter to this for a more silkier consistency. Get a nice little gloss to that as well. And we are ready to start plating, folks. All right, YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and cut into the duck. It's ready to go. It's rested. Let's see what we have here. Oh, man, that is a nice medium. So as you can see, this duck is a nice medium. This is going to be delicious. I'm going to go ahead and plate this up so you can see what it looks like plated up. So what I'm going to serve this with is going to be a shiitake mushroom and lobster risotto, along with some asparagus, and that's going to be sauteed in butter, truffle oil, and some garlic as well. So get ready for that. We'll be back with the presentation. Right, YouTube. So here is the final presentation. We have the duck with the blueberry wine reduction sauce, the lobster and shiitake mushroom risotto with the sauteed asparagus, sauteed in butter and truffle oil and garlic. This is a meal fit for a king. And I'm going to go ahead and dig in as soon as we're done. So, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. If this is your first time tuning in to Yes Chef, I just want to thank you for watching. And if you like the content that you see, go ahead and smash the like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you really want to be up to date on the videos that we put out on this channel, because we're going to continue bringing the flavor, go ahead and smash the notification button so you can be up to date with all the videos that we come out with on a weekly basis. So once again, I want to thank you all. And just to let you know, Until the next video, as always, peace.